Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis is ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Hope this show finds you in great spirits, as it should. Okay? Hopefully you woke up on the good side of the bed. All right? But we got some things we got to look into today. Late last night, I caught wind. Everybody's been adding me with this whole new stuff. But we got some new Bodycam footage that has recently dropped yesterday. And of course, we have got to watch it and check it out as a family. Last time I did it as a standalone video, but this time I'm like, you know what? Let's crank through this. Let's check this out and see this as a family. I want to hear your thoughts on all this because this is very interesting. There are some things in here. There's a few things in here that confirm some of the rumors that were floating around here. And maybe it debunks some other things. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's get into the conversation. So please do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. Crush it. Do what it do. Hit that reaction button if you're watching on Facebook or anywhere else. Please be sure to do that. If you are watching on other platforms or happen to have those other platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X/Twitter, please follow me on all those platforms. I'm on all of them. Okay, the show is on all of them. All right. Of course, do not forget to crush that subscribe button here on my main channel. Go over to my secondary channel, The Pascal Show Clips. Crush that subscribe button over there, The Pascal Show Clips. Please go check it out. That'll be amazing. Of course, also go check out my join button down below. Become a member of the family. That would be amazing as well. And if you want to support even further, go to my Patreon, patreon.com/The Pascal Show. It's in the ticker going across the screen right now as we speak. All right, go check that out as well. All right. Okay, guys, I know it's a little bit earlier than I usually go on in the mornings, and it's because I got things to do today. So I figured, let me get this out the way. Let me get this body cam footage reaction video right to you guys, hot and fresh in the morning, so that we can discuss this, put our thoughts together in regards to all of this, right? Now, we already know that we have been following this particular case, all right, this particular tragedy that happened on July 13th. We watched days of hearings that were a waste of time, except for the FBI's hearing. That was very interesting. When the director of the FBI, Christopher Wray, went and did his whole hearing, there were some pieces that were very interesting. A few takeaways, like we already talked about before, right? But a few of them, just to grab this out of my notebook real quick, because I did take notes during the hearing. Of course, there was him Googling this man right here, TMC, Thomas Matthew Crooks, was Googling how far away was Oswald from Kennedy, okay? He did allegedly buy a ladder, but he didn't use the ladder. All right. He streamed his drone because you remember he had a drone that was flying above the area, right? He did fly a drone and apparently he was live streaming it, but to who, right? Was it just to himself or was it to other people, right? That's one thing that I'm still trying to understand fully. 8 shell rounds, okay? 8 shells were found, 8 rounds. Spent rounds were found, okay, at the scene, near his body, okay? And of course, he did not use the ladder. He instead climbed up the roof by using, pipes and, maybe a external AC unit that was on the outside of the building to climb up to the top of the roof. Of course, they said that the parents have been questioned for more information, but they have not looked at them as, being people that were a part of this situation at all. One of the other things that I thought was very interesting that I think that a lot of people have been making headlines about is that FBI cannot confirm if Trump was actually hit with shrapnel or an actual bullet. That, to me, is very interesting information. And very interesting that they would say something like that, right? Because they instantly, from what Trump has said, right? He was hit with a bullet. That's what he truly believes. FBI is going, I don't know. Don't know if that's true or not. Don't know if that's accurate. Not sitting here saying that Trump is lying, but they're sitting there going, we do not know if that is true, or if we don't know if that's actually accurate. It could be shrapnel. It could have been a bullet. We do not know. Clearly, there's been a lot of speculation and a lot of questions revolving around what actually hit Trump, and we are all still wanting to know what is up. Nonetheless, you hear popping noises, he reacts, he dodges, he goes down. He clearly got clipped in some sort of, with something, okay? I will say that. And his life was indeed in danger. 8 rounds went into that same area, taking the life of one, injuring 2 others. All right? Let's not forget Corey Comparatori, okay? Or Comparator, man who lost his life shielding his family, his wife and his kid from this spray of bullets that were supposed to have Trump's name on them, right? And of course, this father, okay, and hero lost his life. So obviously there is a lot of questions on, of course, a lot of people are saying, oh yeah, we don't know if he got actually hit by a bullet or not. It doesn't matter. Bullets flew into the area. His life was in danger. He got clipped by something. I still do think it's a bullet. All right. And other people got hurt, and another person lost their life. So there's that piece that I just wanted to get off of my chest. Okay. And that's the information that we have so far. Okay. Like I said, they don't know if that was shrapnel or a bullet. That's what FBI said, which is wild to me. Okay. And then, of course, all the other information, what TMC was Googling, if he used the ladder that he bought or not. He live streamed his drone. There were 8 shells around his body when he was found, etc. Okay. And of course, parents have been questioned, but they are not persons of interest as of right now. And I still am going, could it be an Ethan Crumbly type of situation? I don't know, right? I do not know. But I do know that they need to be looking at the family. They need to be looking at anybody that he was in contact with or has anything to do, anybody that's connected to this man who did this should be interrogated, should be looked at no matter what. Just saying, okay? Just to make sure they cross their T's and dot their lowercase J's. Now, we saw the first video, the first body cam footage. Okay, we did see all that, right? We saw the first body cam footage where we saw the Secret Service agent going up and asking a buttload of questions. Okay, it seemed like Secret Service had no idea what the hell he was talking about. He had no idea what the heck is going on. Okay, he didn't even know which end is up. In fact, he was sitting there saying, trying to get information from the other officers. Of course, we heard about other people being detained, etc. And we're still sitting there going, and I'm still wondering, who were those 2 people? They said that 2 people were detained. Okay? They did say that. Okay? So then who are those 2 people that were detained? And I get it that they're going to be, some people might get arrested because they might look suspicious instantly. They're just going to grab anybody and they're going to start asking questions. Are you connected? Do you have any connection to this? So on and so forth. I get that 100%. But why were they let go? Was there a specific reason why they were let go? Was there something that was said or something that they did that looked very weird and then, of course, made them get detained? What's the thing that let them go? Could there be other people that were involved in this situation or not? That is the ongoing main question I think that we all want to know. Now, the thing is, now new body cam footage has come out. I'm telling you right now, it is very interesting. We're going to see this. I'm going to tell you this as well. Any of the graphic stuff that comes in, I'm going to blow up my side of the video because I don't want to show you guys any super graphic stuff. All right. Just to be completely fair. All right. But you will be able to hear the video. And then anytime it gets not weird, okay, not graphic, if that makes any sense, I will pull back the video. Okay. Just so you guys know, because it is, they show TMC there on the roof, on that slopey roof. Let's not forget. Okay. So let's take a look and all that. And I know some of you guys want to see it. Like, somebody just said, we want to see. Unfortunately, if you want to see that graphic stuff, you can go to the other channels that are showing the full video with all the graphic stuff, all you want. But I know that it's early in the morning. There are kids in the rooms watching this show right now as we speak. So I'm trying to be as thoughtful as I can. Okay, in regards to that. So without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, let us get into this. Hit the number 1. Let me know you guys can hear this. Let's rock and roll. Now, again, this is another angle, another body cam, just so you know. And if I'm correct, this is, I think, SWAT. Remember, like you had federal, state, and local PD all working, allegedly working together as a fam, okay, as a unit. So far, we don't see that. Let's check this out.
Yeah. Copy, Ronnie. We're coming to you now.
Something I want to show you guys. Check this out. It's coming up.
So on TV, they're saying Trump shot at him. He got hit. So I don't believe that.
Check this out. This is crazy.
I'm trying to figure out how this guy got it.
Check that out. Look at all that. Do you see? This is how they secured the perimeter. Remember what we heard about 13 days ago? They said something along the lines of they were using police like crime scene tape to tie up the fence, the perimeter of this literal event. You're seeing it right there, guys. Look, take a look. Use your eyes to see. Look at that. Ain't that some wild stuff? Oh yeah, duct tape fixes everything. Leaky faucets, a wheel on a car, a wing on a plane. You know what I'm saying? It fixes everything, right? So just so you know, yeah, yes, as Dubs, that is pretty wonky, right? Ain't that some ish? Yeah. So we're not crazy. And that rumor is actually true. Look at that. That's how they were securing the area. Yeah, just put some duct tape on it. Just put some dental floss on it. No, ain't nobody gonna go through that. Ain't nobody gonna try to do anything with that. We good. Just wrap it with dental floss. We Gucci, baby. Yeah. It'll hold. It'll hold. It'll hold. Okay, let's continue on. Have mercy. Literally, it's police it's police tape. Okay, it's police tape. Who does that? It'll hold, honey. But baby, we put dental floss on it. How's it gonna hold the wheel, baby? It'll hold. Okay, we got to get to the next location. It gonna hold. Oh, this is so you can't write this stuff.
Go.
That's police tape.
You gotta take that bag off.
Oh my God. Oh.
You guys gonna fit?
I don't know.
Oh, that's terrible.
Hold on, Rich.
Go.
As he's on the struggle bus. Oh my Lord. But hey, imagine if, because you saw TMC with his lanky, skinny ears. You know for a fact he would have been able to squeeze through that if he wanted to get closer. If he even tried to get closer. Real talk. And look at, you know, look at 5-0. Look at SWAT. You know, I'm sure he's a much bigger dude, right? But like, man, first guy who went through that, got through that really easily. Imagine if he tried to get closer, tried to get closer in the perimeter. He could have done that with ease, guys.
Yeah, I can get through there.
Yeah, we need full cutters.
He got through it too. And I'm sure he's a big guy.
Go ahead, Michelle.
Hamburger. There's the beloved water tower.
Operators are. I think they're on the roof.
Is that where the dude is too?
Yeah, he's up there too.
By the way, this is one of the staging. Look at the cops going in. I mean, obviously, this is after the aftermath. But look, this is one of the staging areas for 5-0. For all like local PD and whoever else was on the perimeter. Okay? Take a look at that. Use your eyes. Take a look. This is crazy, guys. And he's like, you saw that officer. He's like up on the roof. And he's pointing up on the roof. You know what I'm saying? Anybody know that song? That's a deep cut. That's a throwback. Classics. Okay? Doo-woppy. But real talk. Up on the roof, he says. This way. Not over there. Not over here. He says up on the roof.
Do we have ladders anywhere?
So the ladders are en route. So the operators suffered lacerations to their hand from climbing up on the, and so like we might need minor stitching.
Okay.
Can't confirm life status on the mail, but let's get our operators take care of first. But ladder is coming. So how we got up, next corridor over.
Okay.
We're in this tight little. You'll see all the handprints on the. The suspect is directly above us.
So the ladder's gonna be coming over here?
Yeah. They're gonna bring it back.
Did you hear what he just said? I'm sorry. I'm going to roll that back just a little bit so you guys can hear that. Okay. One more again for the nosebleed seats.
Okay.
We're in this tight little. You'll see all the handprints on the.
The suspect is. Let me get that out the way. Can I do that? Hold on.
Suspect is directly above us.
So you hear that?
Coming over here? Yeah.
Suspect is directly above us, literally up on the roof. And again, they're talking about a ladder. And that's the one thing I'm still trying to figure out. They say for FBI, the Fibbies, okay, FBI, Fibby said, okay, that he didn't use a ladder. But you're going to hear in a second, I'm going to roll that back again, because this stuff right here, I think is very important information so that we can get a better idea of what the F actually happened here, right? But look at this. Yeah, the drifters. There we go. Yeah.
Over.
Okay.
We're in this tight little. You'll see all the handprints on the. The suspect is directly above us.
So the ladder's gonna be coming over here?
Yeah. They're gonna bring it back.
So that corridor down there?
Yeah. It's right between the
Here, what about that ladder there?
There's a ladder right here.
Can we use that ladder?
Can we use this ladder? Yes. You can. Go down to that corridor.
Now, again, there's a ladder right here, but I believe that they put that up themselves. Okay, they put this up themselves. They say the ladder was never used that he got, right? So they brought their own ladder, and then of course they went up on top of the roof. And yes, the drifters, guys, congratulations! I'm so proud of y'all. That's what I'm quoting, the song "Up on the Roof." All right. Yeah. Okay. Congratulations. You guys are very, very smart. You smart. You hella smart. Okay. Good morning. Let's get it.
Go ahead, Michelle. Want to make sure you get up there before me. Thanks, bro. Yep.
If you're standing on the stage to the left, if you're out in the crowd looking at the stage to the left. Yeah. He was on a roof outside of the fence.
You need anything, bro?
No, he's break.
All right.
Looks real slopey to me. Okay, this is when we start going in and out, guys. Sorry. Just so y'all know.
We need to set up a solid perimeter around this building. Okay? Because we're gonna have to get access cleared out. Watch out for shell cases. 2, 3, 4, 5 right there.
Limit who comes up here.
Yeah.
No more guys up here. Go. Give me a solid perimeter.
I meant to try to do this. He is counting. He was counting. Sorry about the all over the place. Sorry, guys. But he is counting the amount of shells he's seeing on the floor. That's what he was doing just a second ago. Okay. Let me see if I can find that quick second here. All right. We're going to keep going here, though. Hold on. I mean, they blur out this mug quite a bit, but at the same time, they do a good job, and then they kind of don't. You know what I'm saying? It's a little sloppy, but it is what it is, okay? But hold on. Okay, let me try that. So let's see this. Because his remains are not in this shot. It's just blurred out because they a little bit of a mess up for show. But take a look at this.
Okay. Because we're gonna have to get access cleared out. Watch out for shell cases.
Shell casings.
2, 3, 4, 5 right there.
2, 3, 4, 5 right there. Okay. So he's counting it. He sees at least 5 right in there in front of him, right? And of course, they say that he aimed and pulled the trigger 8 separate times throughout this entire thing. All right. But we're going to continue on. It's going to be a little bumpy here, guys. So just ride with me. All right.
No more guys up here. Go. Give me a solid perimeter. Get guys prepped to clear the building. All right. 4 command. For command. Alpha 18 to 4 command. 4 Delta. West side over here.
Yeah, that is correct. That's part of the initial. If you think you can get a location on it, we're all going to do
Calm change.
Walk.
Myself and Michelle will be out with the suspect on the roof. Several other members at Port Perimeter. Hell is deceased.
They confirmed he's gone. One thing though, Lil Patty, that's one thing I'm still kind of curious about as well. Did they check the water tower? That's one thing I'm still kind of curious about as well. Okay. They have not really answered that question as of yet, or that I know of. As far as like the investigation, if they actually looked in that area, like I said, this whole the series of events is just so unbelievable and so odd. I don't know if we're ever going to get that full answer. I think that's the one thing that's really frustrating about this, right? And tragic. Noblest D, what's up? News cycle, including many right side podcasts, switched to Kamala. Yeah. A lot has basically flipped over and just been, going into that conversation, which is understandable to a certain extent. But at the same time, there also should be interest and care about what actually happened here, because something really happened here. And that could happen to Kamala. That can happen to Biden. Okay. While he's still in office, that could happen to Trump again. Okay. Or JD Vance or any other running mate that's going to be with Kamala Harris, her side boo, whoever her side boo going to be, okay, who's going to be her running mate. That person could be in trouble here. They need to unearth this, and we need to have the conversations more so that we can prevent this from happening ever again, because this is some wild stuff. But it's interesting, everything has switched. They kind of shifted lanes real quick. Whoop. And then they have gone into basically like, the Kamala Harris conversation, and it's all DEI. If you noticed, at least that's from what I've seen. A lot of it is just this, oh, she's a DEI hire kind of thing. It's interesting. And I'm going, well, we need to know what's going on here. We need more transparency on what actually happened here, because this could happen again to any leader, any prominent political figure, or any figure out here. Okay. Imagine a motivational speaker getting aimed at. Real talk. I'm just saying. It could be anyone at this point. We have to be careful. Okay. We do. And I'm going to try to jump in and out, but there's only so much I can do. It's a tough one.
Secret Service, I have no idea. Oh, jeez. I thought he wasn't coming. Oh.
I'm going to skip up a little bit.
Oh, you'll be good. They said one of the SWAT guys had a hand injury. Oh, you'll be good.
Here we go.
You could go down a little bit farther. There's somebody had the hand. Do you know who had the hand injury, sir? Do you know who had the hand injuries? They said one of the SWAT guys had a hand injury. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna skip up a little bit.
Or should just leave it. There was. Or should just leave it.
I am also kind of curious as to if this officer is the one is the one who actually took the shot, like took the photo showing that he is no longer here. Remember, there's a photo of TMC floating all over the internet. The confirmation of him being gone, right? It's a very graphic photo, obviously. But I am kind of curious because you could see it in this video. He's texting somebody, and I don't know if he's texting, other officers or whatnot, but I keep thinking that maybe he's the one who actually took the photo and then sent it to show like this man is really gone. He is here, right? He's right here. He is officially, gone, right? He is deceased. But let me scroll up a little bit more because a lot of it is just kind of standing around, right? But like I said, this is crazy stuff.
You're black. You see him being this one.
Front.
He stopped most shit actually. We thought we were shooting victims, so it was just dumped out and
What's that?
thrown in there.
There you go.
I just done.
Just sit back up.
Glad I decided to grab this back. I'm glad I decided to grab that back.
A rangefinder. I think it's in the cargo pocket.
Please put it out over the air. The actor was last.
One other thing that I thought was interesting too, that they could not confirm, FBI could not confirm, that I thought was weird, is whether or not he had a scope. Whether or not the scope, the AR-15 had a scope. And in my mind, I'm going, how would he be able to aim for this for former President Trump from 200 yards away without some sort of scope on his rifle? You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I remember in the hearing. They said we don't know we don't know that, and it's like, no, he had a scope. Not only did he have a rangefinder, one of those rangefinders like golf rangefinders, but he actually had a scope. There's no way he could, unless he was just taking Hail Mary shots from far beyond. That makes no sense. Okay. But even the FBI, the director of FBI, I remember hearing him say that. He's like, we can't confirm if he had a scope. I'm like, how do you not know that? That's weird. Just like, how do you know? How can you say out loud, we can't confirm or deny, it's questionable what actually happened. We don't know if he got hit with a bullet or shrapnel. We can't confirm that. We don't know if it's accurate. Those claims are accurate. What? So then what actually, you see what I'm saying? But he did say that. That was a question directly asked to him. And he said, well, I cannot fully answer that question right now. I'm wondering why he couldn't answer that question right then and there. This is the director of FBI, Christopher Wray, said that in the hearing a few days ago, Wednesday, right? It's very weird, okay? But he has a scope. He did. There's no way he could have done that. Almost 2 football fields away. right? There's no way he could have done that. It's weird, but let's continue on, guys. Scrolling up a little bit.
An additional backpack after that, whenever trying to
There's nothing right here. There's no front up here.
Michelle, if you want to tuck down on that lower roof, you're good. If you feel more comfortable there. Whatever you're comfortable with. I mean, we got you covered, but if you feel comfortable on the lower roof, we're going to be stuck here for a little while.
I'm not concerned with the remote, especially since home with Ed.
Hey, whose backpack is that?
He did. He'll show you the picture of the bike and the backpack he had.
You have to be able to text it to me? You got range?
Yeah. Let me get
Show it to me first in case it doesn't come through.
So this was his picture.
There was a backpack on the bike. This is what they're talking about right now.
There it is.
Where's that at? Yep. Yeah, I got a picture of it. How far? Where's that at?
Last time was on the west side of the building.
Over there?
Yeah. Hold on. What's your phone number? Hold on one second.
he does or does not have that open.
Call me. My phone's silent text. It rings. If that phone starts ringing or something, call me in case you've got someone working with them. I'd like to fucking secure it, but there's no. There's a 10% battery left. I'll let them know Secret Service once they get it. Grab the Faraday bag. I can't be concerned.
You know, that officer, what he just said is smart. What he actually said is very, very smart. He's like, yo, I'm keeping my phone on silent just so you know, because you never know, somebody might be trying to get a hold of him on his cell phone to see if, like, did you do it? Was it successful? I heard what happened. Are you okay? Did you exact everything you needed to do? Are you doing, go to phase 2, whatever it may be, right? Remember, he had devices that go boom in his car and in his house. He had a remote control detonator, okay, in his book bag, right? On his person. Those are the things that he had. So that officer is very smart, right? That's a very smart thought. I never even thought about it until, watching this, right? It's like, yo, no. Don't touch his phone. Keep it on, because you never know. Somebody might try to call him to say, hey, did you do it? I heard what happened. Where you at? Whatever it may be, right? We're going to commence phase 2. Whatever the hell it's going to be, y'all, right? Pretty crazy, though. Pretty crazy. Smart thinking, though.
Bomb squad is heading down to where the bike and backpack is. From our location. Not sure what kind of perimeter they have stuff around it, but they do believe that this device may be
It looks very similar to like a garage door opener.
Mm.
It's got numbers 1 through 12 on it.
got
It
a
had a
removable
9-volt
antenna too.
They're talking about the actual detonator. Okay. Now they're talking about the detonator that they found. Okay. And it says, if I'm correct, hold on, let me roll that back.
It looks very similar to like a garage door opener.
Yeah, it looks very similar to a garage door opener. Sorry, it's just this very graphic part here. So just ride with me for a second.
It's got numbers 1 through 12 on it.
Got
It
a
had a
removable
9-volt
antenna too.
an extendable antenna.
Inner roof and an extendable antenna, numbers that go 1 to 12. Okay. That's what they're talking about, the device that they found on his person.
Yep, let me know.
Scrolling up a little bit more.
It's gonna sound like a big ass. It was a potential explosive device on a gas meter until the FBI had heard up. I don't know what's under me.
What's that? Oh, okay. Just want to make sure you're good. Huh.
I was like, I'm gonna die.
Trying to see if I see gas meters anywhere, because if he has this device.
Also, I do want to say, I noticed that the one of the officers said, like, "Hey, I need them to come the F on." You know what I mean? Because I don't know what's underneath me, right? I don't blame him for saying that too. You don't know what's underneath them. He could have had a timer for this whole thing to go off. Like I said, if he had enough time to prep, to figure things out, to do some recon work, look at this, all this information, etc. There's plenty of things that he could have set up that could have gone off even after his passing. So I don't blame these officers for sitting here going like, yo, like they need to come in here because, man, I don't know what's underneath me, bro. Shoot, this man could have been diabolical. He may have tried to, cause more destruction than just what he did at this particular event. I mean, it's scary to think that, right? It's scary, and I wouldn't blame any of these officers for wanting to get the hell off of that roof. By the way, don't they look comfortable? Don't they? I mean, for the most part. Clearly, they don't want to be around if something is about to set off, right? If he had something set up that would go off, right? A device that goes boom, boom, right? But don't you notice that they're very comfortable up there? There's no concern about any safety, about anybody falling off or, getting hurt or anything. I still cannot understand how this actually happened. This roof looks like you can play a scrimmage of football. Okay? You can play a little flag football up there. I know the roof isn't flat, okay, as far as like there's ridges and stuff. But at the end of the day, you can lay up there, chill, you can sunbathe, shoot, you can have a full-on cookout on that roof with your kids, okay? Even those little toddlers, as long as you're keeping an eye on them, and everybody would have been just fine, right? So I still don't understand how this was overlooked. It's so weird. It still doesn't make any sense to me, guys. It's so odd, but okay, let's continue on. This is, like I said, the level of incompetence is mind-blowing to me. And then, of course, this is the part that gets very frustrating because this is when it gets very easy for everyone to go down the speculation train, right? Putting on the tinfoil hats, being like, "Oh no, this whole thing was planned. You see, they let that open so that this kid could get a shot. They let this happen." You see what I'm saying? The conspiracies already start running amok because of this, because of the incompetence. And what sucks is that there will always be these theories. Even if there's somebody who comes up and says, and breaks it all the way down, and they show us what really happened, there's still going to be some portion of the world that's going to sit there and say the government or some powers that be was trying to take Trump out, period. And that's sad. Because if it was incompetence, straight up incompetence, Now they have opened up a whole can of conspiracy worms, okay, that didn't even need to be opened. There will be people, supporters of Trump and outside of supporters of Trump, that are all going to think that that someone was trying to take Trump out. And here's the other thing too. This is the other part that's very frustrating and sad to me as well. There's going to be another portion of the world or portion of this country that is very much pro-Trump, for example, and they're going to believe that this was an attack. Either this was an attack from the left or just an attack from the government. And those people could possibly get radicalized because of the incompetence of the Secret Service. Like I said, it opens up a whole avenue of tinfoil hats, conspiracy theories, and potential radicalization of groups of people because of what just happened here. Yes, it's true that it's 110% wonderful. Thank God. This bullet, shrapnel, whatever you want to call it, missed Trump by centimeters. Because if it was successful, we would have a completely different situation right here. But there will be some sort, and I feel in my bones, there will be some corner of the world that's going to feel some type of way. Most definitely feel some type of way. I just hope it doesn't become a radical type of movement. Remember, let's just say we go into this election. We got Kamala Harris on one side. Okay, we got Trump on the other, and you got RFK just there and whatever. Say Kamala wins. Let's just say that. Let's just paint that possibility out here. Are we going to see a J6 again? Could we see something even more volatile if he does not win the election? In fact, we could say the same thing too on the other side too. If he does win, is there going to be another unthinkable attempt? Maybe just more thought out? Just saying. My thing is no, I'm not trying to divide. Come on now. Hell to the no. I ain't trying to divide. I'm trying to bring some awareness to all of us. Right now, more than ever, we need to be unified. Absolutely. But these are the questions that we should have remaining in our minds, because there are possibilities of certain sides feeling some type of way. Yes, the media and what they're putting out here, the general consensus is out here like, hey, we need to be more, unified. And I agree. We do. Thank God this didn't happen because this, that, and the third. But at the same time, there is going to be a possibility of a certain group of people feeling some type of way about what actually happened here. Because you got to remember, there's still so many unanswered questions. There's still so many weird things that have happened in this thing. There's so many holes in this situation that could have people's wheels turning, right? Again, why was this rooftop unattended? Why was this not part of the regular protocol? Why didn't they just put a sniper up there, a counter sniper up there for the event? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. And the fact that they can't even answer that for real, the fact that they even said, oh, it was a slippery roof, only brings out more conspiracies and potential radicalization of certain groups of people. I'm sorry, but that is the truth. All right. And that is a concern for me, not only just for me as regular human being, but also as an American. And that is something that we all should be curious and worried about as well. As Americans, it doesn't matter if you're red or blue. We all should be thinking and worried about this here because this could have happened to anybody else. It really could have. Why? If you can literally play football, have a picnic, live a life, a full, substantial life on that roof, why, oh, why would the director, former director of the Secret Service, sit there and say, oh, yeah, the rooftops were too slopey for us? All it does is add more speculation and conspiracy theories. Let's continue on.
Saw me.
You have eyes on the water tower. Correct. The CR units will have the ones on the water tower until we can get
A couple guys up there asking if you're aware of any gas meters you may have seen on your way through.
You got a notepad on you, bro? You got a notepad and pen? Yeah, like that. That's a rifle. Got arrow shells over here.
On both sides. Looks like what, at least 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At least 8.
You got a clean round for the back.
Yeah, guys. Like I said, this is pretty crazy. What we're seeing here and what continues to transpire as time goes on. I mean, obviously, we're going to find out more information as we. Well, actually, I hope we get more information here soon. Let's be real. We watched 3 days, 3 whole days of hearings. Okay, from the former director of the Secret Service, with local PD or state PD and Homeland Security. And we heard from the director of the FBI. Like I said, the first day was just basically, I mean, they just tied her to the whipping post and just destroyed her. Okay. Rightfully so. She screwed up. She says the buck stops here with me. She said all these random excuses on why there wasn't, proper security, proper agents on top of these roofs, scanning the roofs or anything of that sort. She said those excuses. We've seen it now that these roofs are not slopey at all, which is unbelievable to me. Okay. In fact, the counter snipers were on an even more slopey roof than the roof that TMC was on. So again, make it make sense. Please and thank you. But then we heard from FBI. We heard from from the state police and of course from Homeland Security. They gave us their information. They gave their reasoning, and for me, there wasn't much reasoning or information. A lot of it was, I'll have to get back to you on it, right? And in fact, I urge them to do another hearing then, when they actually do have the facts. Remember, the director of the Secret Service said, I need 60 days. 60 days is too much, clearly. 9 days was too long. We should have had so much transparency from that very day, right? Or the day after, right? She said, oh, I need to find out. Oh, the FBI has the information. They're doing an investigation. So then we go to the state police and Homeland Security. Same thing. They're just like, well, we're still doing an investigation. When we get that information, I can get it to you. Which basically is saying, well, I don't want to tell you exactly what happened here. So I'm just going to use these excuses, because if I did say what actually happened, the world would go up in flames. So then we wait for FBI. When they go up, they give us some information, which is interesting because they only gave us a few little breadcrumbs, right? Not even a morsel, just a breadcrumb. They said, well, what I can give you though, okay? He went on Google and he looked up how far away was Oswald from Kennedy. I can give you that. That's what I'm gonna say. He did that. He Googled that, and it's like I can't even clap to that. Sure, good to know that information, but that doesn't answer any of the questions that any of these members are asking you. Like I said, there's a little bit that he said in the hearing, but he also said we're still conducting an investigation. As soon as I know, I'll let you guys know. So it's like, okay, cool. Do another one. Do another hearing in a week. It's like, you need another week? We'll give you 7 days. Get your ass back in here. We're going to hit this gavel and we're going to sit back and we're going to let you cook. Say everything. We ain't going to say a damn thing. We just going to sit back. You're going to get 45 minutes to say everything. Give us everything. Okay? If you need to bring out a PowerPoint presentation, okay, do you, boo-boo. Say everything you need to say so that we know exactly what happened. We will ask questions afterwards, like a press conference. Okay, we got you. All right, you need more time? And they all are sitting here going, we're waiting on FBI. They're doing the investigation. When we get the reports from the investigation, we'll get back to you about it. Okay, so it's all on Christopher Wray. Well, then Ray, baby, come on back. Come on back. We'll give you a week. That's fine. We already have enough going on, okay? The world's going down in a barrel of burning cat piss anyway right now. So let's figure out other things we got to worry about. Okay, we got Kamala coming in here. We trying to get in here in the White House and all that stuff. We got Trump trying to do his thing. So, okay, we'll give you a week. Okay, Ray, you're going to come through. We ain't going to say a damn thing, and you're going to talk. That's what should have happened. That's what I believe. If it all rests on the investigation from FBI, then that's what should be done. They need more time? Okay, we'll give you time. 1 more week. We'll give you 7 whole days. And then come on back. Plop your butt down in that plush leather chair and speak. That's how it should be. Because the American people deserve answers, deserve to know exactly what happened here. And if this is an inside job, I know some of y'all think it's an inside job. And if it is an inside job, unearth that, expose that, get those people arrested, interrogate the hell out of them, and make sure that this ish never happens again. Now, you remember, Director of Secret Service, Kimberly Cheadle, during her whole hearing, which was just she was just getting annihilated, okay? Man, she needed some milk. It was bad. Woo! It was bad. But during that whole thing, they said, I got 5 minutes. I'll give you the 5 minutes right now to write your resignation letter. You down? And she says no. She, in fact, said, I think I'm the most fit person to be the director of the Secret Service. So my question, and then, of course, at the end of that whole public flagellation, brutal, right? She finally writes a resignation paper, and she chucks up the deuces. But I'm still wondering why she believed that she was the best person for the job. What do you mean you're the best person for the job when this actually happened under your watch, under your command? The buck stops right here with me. That's what she said. So why? Why would she think she was the best person for the job? Is there something going on inside the Secret Service that needs to be looked at? Does there need to be internal affairs or internal investigation inside the Secret Service? Is there corruption going on? Why would she say that? Now, that's me putting on my tinfoil hat, right? But I am quite curious. Why? Are there other people that are corrupt? Are there other people posting things or saying things out loud in front of friends after a few too many drinks, saying, what they feel about Trump or any particular person in office that you know about? I'm just saying. Something ain't right here, guys. And very scary. Same thing with Director Christopher Wray of the FBI. I wonder. I really do wonder. What information do they actually have, and when are they going to actually get it out here for everyone to hear? I know that they can't say, I get it. You can't say everything. You can't say it's all corruption and it's all one big ass inside job, because yes, the world would flip upside down for sure. But there's got to be a way of expressing and showing the corruption within the system, if there is, without having the world flip upside down. Because for a fact, if he was to just rip the Band-Aid off, I mean, there would be riots. There'd be absolute pandemonium, anarchy everywhere. And of course, we don't want that, but we also do need to bring justice. By the way, the person who was the commanding officer overseeing the entire event that was part of the Secret Service, right? They're the commander, head honcho. Have they been fired? Have they been questioned? Have they put in their resignation papers? Remember, former director Cheadle said, "Oh yeah, I know we do have the names of the people of these agents, but I'm not willing to say those names out loud." Those people have not been fired. Remember, and I even wrote it down. I even wrote that down. No one got fired. No one resigned. They're doing an internal investigation, but no one received any kind of hey, this is your last day on the job. Thank you so much for your time and your contribution to this country. None. So the only person that's been on the chopping block so far is Kimberly Cheadle, but she's not the one that was in the place. She was not there on the grounds overseeing everything. There's somebody who is involved in that. Why have they not been fired or resigned? Who are they? What are their names? These are all questions that should be asked and should be answered with the quickness, y'all. Other people need to take responsibility for what happened here. Not only just Cheadle, guys. I know some of you guys will be like, nah, I ain't with that. She just deserves it. And I know some of you guys have your own particular political opinions, all right? And so I get that, all right? But at the same time, it's not only just her. She was in an office, okay? She was in air conditioning, chilling, shaking hands, and kissing babies while this whole thing went down. Remember that. Somebody was running this bee, real talk, running this mother lover, and made those executive decisions. Okay, it's not like this person was calling in going, "Hi, Director Cheadle, is it okay if we don't put somebody on this particular roof?" No! This person was running it himself. So who's that commanding officer? Who is it? Who is it? Let me grab some of these things. Valley Girl, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the family, Valley Girl. Yes! Thank you. And of course, just like Valley Girl, hit that join button down below. Become a member, please and thank you. That would be amazing, all right? Rebecca, thank you so much. Thank you for continuing to follow this story. There are still so many unanswered questions. Yes, indeed. Indeed, I agree. There's so many unanswered questions, and I'm still wondering, are we really going to get the full answers? It's frustrating. I really hope we do, because it's long overdue, in my personal opinion. Jassy, thank you so much. Thanks for the coverage. Of course, I'm more than happy to sit down, talk about this, and try to figure this whole thing out together as a family, as we should try to figure this out as a family. And it's like I said, this is scary, guys. It's scary. But there needs to be more people being held accountable for what happened here. And like I said, it should be the next person in command, which is the commander of that particular situation. Real talk. It's interesting. It's funny. I just watched. I know this is very random, but it is very random. But I watched A Thin Red Line last night. Clint Eastwood movie, right? It's about like this Secret Service agent that was there during the JFK tragedy. Of course he's wasn't able to protect JFK at that time. And then, of course, he later on, there's this other monster that's trying to take out the president in this particular movie. It's very interesting movie. I forgot how 90s it was, but I watched it last night because I was like, wow, it just popped up as a suggestion. I'm like, how funny is that, right? The algorithm is talking, right? So I put it up and I'm watching it and I'm like, wow, first off, Clint Eastwood. Wow. he was old even in the 90s. Damn. But still, he was still doing his Clint Eastwood thing. And of course there's John Malkovich in it. And it was just a very interesting movie, right? On how John Malkovich's character, who's the assailant, is like talking to him like it's as if it was like Seven. It's like this cat and mouse game, like, I'm going to go do this to the president. And, Clint Eastwood's all like, no, you're not. You know what I mean? And so the movie was good, for what it was. Right. But it was just interesting just to see and hear how that all kind of went down. And I'm looking at the movie and I'm going, this would never happen in real life. You know what I mean? It was just very interesting. Long story short, very, very interesting. I don't know. It was just a nostalgic moment, right? A nostalgic moment. And, thank you, Cricket Day. Because even in that one, it was almost as if it was orchestrated. Like it was a plan. Because John Malkovich's, spoiler, but John Malkovich's character was known as a wet boy in the CIA. So this is a particular person that was trained in this way to do these things, to exact these unalivings, right? And then of course he gone rogue, with his John Malkovich way. Okay, but it's just interesting, just very, very interesting, just watching that movie. And just checking it out and reliving that movie again, because I haven't seen it in a very, very long time. Long story short, guys, just to wrap up everything, we need more transparency. We need more truths on what actually happened here. It's really scary to think that. I mean, we already know that the government been hiding things from us for the longest time, right? We already know that. There's certain truths about JFK's situation that we still don't know all about yet, right? And yes, Tyler, I mean, I agree. We definitely need more transparency, right? But I feel like that's the ongoing thing that we say every single doggone show, on every single case that we cover. If it's a missing person case, if it's an unaliving, if it's a police involved unaliving, like we just watched with Sonia Massey, you know what I mean? Or even with this Trump rally tragedy, there is always some sort of lack of transparency. They'll give you so much and then they stop at a certain point. This body cam footage gives us some idea of what happened here, but at the same time, it doesn't give us everything, right? Gives us a few questions, it answers a few questions, but it doesn't answer everything. And the person who actually, or the people who actually know the truth are the ones that were supposed to be protecting Trump and the people at this particular rally. I just hope that they actually speak out. and give us the full truth about everything. Okay. Like I said, these are some crazy times. We're living in some crazy, crazy times. And all I ask is for all of us to be safe, keep your head on a swivel, and just continue living your life the right way in the right way you see fit. But we'll find out more information here soon, I hope. Okay, guys? It is pretty crazy. We are living in some crazy, crazy times. All right. And it doesn't matter who you vote for. Okay. Whether you vote for, Trump or you vote for Harris. Okay. Whether you vote for Dorito Man or if you vote for what they're saying now is the woman who slept her way to the top. Whatever rhetoric fits for you, hey, it's up to you. But just remember, find out what their policies are. Find out if there's something in them that speaks to you. That's the most important part. Okay? Don't feel pressured into voting for a particular person just because somebody's telling you you need to. Okay? Vote for their policies. Vote for what they stand for. Okay? Vote a little bit for their charisma too. Yeah, absolutely. You need somebody who gives a damn. Okay? You do. Or at least seems to look like they give a damn. That's all I ask. And I think we all can agree on that. At the end of the day, we are all still in the ish, which is life, together. Regardless if we're red or blue or even purple, in the middle, it doesn't matter. We're all Americans and we all have to remember that. Okay? So just keep moving forward with absolute love and respect for humans and for human life, period. All right? But that is the show. I appreciate you guys for being here. It really does mean a lot. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the show. Whether you appreciate it, if you agree with me or not, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like I said, I try to stay right here in the middle. Okay? Try to be respectful to both sides of the aisle because it is pretty crazy out here. All right? But I just say, hey, proceed with kindness. Proceed with kindness. Okay? But what? I'm gonna have to take a look at that. If that's new breaking news, I'll take a look. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys for being here. Again, thank you guys so much. Before we head out, please do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. Crush it. Hit that reaction button if you're watching on other platforms. If you are watching on those other platforms like Facebook, X/Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, please be sure to hit that follow button. Crush that subscribe button here on my main channel. Go over to my secondary channel, The Pascal Show Clips. Crush that subscribe button over there as well. Hit that join button down below. Become a member. Please and thank you. Check out Patreon if you want to support even further. Patreon.com/The Pascal Show. Okay, guys. Anyway, it is time to get going. Much love to you guys. Have a safe and wonderful rest of your day. And if I don't see you guys this weekend, have a wonderful and safe weekend as well. Much love to you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Have a great weekend, guys. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.